whiz, sure looks like we got bullish bot setups firing on Bitcoin. And what a pretty little setup. Holy moly. Absolutely perfect. Got to say, this is exactly why you're here. You're here to learn that, you know, your opinion's not really relevant. Most of the time, most opinions are completely wrong. And, you know, the tragedy of it all is if you just looked at Bitcoin, just, and you'd asked anybody in the space there, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, what do you think is going to happen? Right. I think basically the sentiment was straight down. We're going to zero. Well, maybe not zero. So what does the market do? Well, the market says, to hell with you. I want a rally. It's not a huge rally. I mean, we're like 1.33%. But nonetheless, this thing looks like it's trying to W out down here at the bottom end of the range. We'll see how well this goes. What I'll just simply say is, interestingly enough, this particular trading plan, it's more just simply about, and actually this is the document the image, right, that I posted in the Brian's Big Fat Bot and in my trading journal and all that kind of stuff. We had the signal. There was TRI admin crypto long. So crypto top 30 long there. So there is the trade. And I just want this to be full disclosure for you guys. No bullshit. Just trading my plan. So there was the trade execution on Binance. Basically, I'm back on the long side. And what it kind of looks like to me, I suppose, this looks like a big fat W. So that's implying 2.618s to the upside. Good old Foggenbombs. And you could probably draw a nice little reload zone off of this range. And what do you think the odds are that Foggenbomb is right in that reload zone? I bet probably pretty good. There we go. So 2.618s line up nicely with 786s, which line up nicely with candle body highs. I got a funny feeling that's probably where we're headed. And actually on this chart, I've even denoted, this is where I originally executed the exit. And I actually bought the Bitcoins down here on the first signal, which actually, that was December 22nd, right? So that was down in here. That was a pretty damn good signal. That was slick getting in long off of that. And I think you watched Paul like on Wednesday. I think he said he went and bought that Mountain Man level. Consolidation, had a little bit of a head fake inside bar fail. Like we said, algo sort of flashed a quick little sell here. So hopped off, and then the algo flipped back bullish. And so, I bit them, $10, $20. Well, actually, this was about $100, $200. But bit the bullet, jumped right back in, and now we're back on the long side. So we might argue, and this is sort of coming back to that original image, we might argue that that really this was the trade setup following that bullish reversal there on Friday. And I got to say, wow, what a move. The bot setup as you go long 25, and we had kind of even pointed out in the broiler chickens, and I even put out a tweet after the fact saying, this is exactly what we talked about in the broiler chickens, like literally to the letter. And we just simply said, like, I don't know what the heck's going to happen, but when I get 3 higher lows and I get an initial move, this paints the bot levels. You buy at 16,994. And in this particular case, there was a big pop up, and then it just melted right back, took out one of the lows, didn't take out the second low, didn't even come close to the third low, and then turned around and just went ratcheting straight up. If I was trading this on my own, I would probably maybe think about like selling 3/4 of the position at this 17,260 area, and then maybe trail the other quarter, because you never know, or a third or whatever, because you never know. The market, look at what the market's doing here now. You just don't know. And I always like to have a little bit of a runner on. These ABCDs, quite often, they will either head up to the 127.2 or even 1.618, 17,641 up here as what they call alt ABCD harmonic patterns. So you can see we're basically at the 127.2 now. I suppose you could even argue there's an A, B, C, D working off of this range, although it'd be a little bit fast to actually create a bot setup off of. And then, like I said, if we go back to that chart that I was showing you there just a few minutes ago, this is the one that I sort of had on Wednesday. I think you got a pretty good chance that we're going to rally up. That's 17,975. 17,930. There is 17,500. Good old mountain man. I'd say, candle body highs for trade location. You've heard Brian talk about that lots. That's pretty big level right there. My hunch is we're probably gonna, that's a bit of open room. If anything, this is a really, really good example of look left, right? And we have the consolidation. We broke through the highs. So now you're like, okay, well, look left. Where's the next stop on this? And really, it's all the way up into here. We talk about wicks and tails like to be eaten. So, in fact, actually, we could probably even just put that right along there. My hunch here is we're heading up top in a hurry.